Raindrops. It's a new year. It's a new me. It's a new her. Give it up for Alexis Jansen as we recap Beverly Hills episode 4. Happy New Year, gorgeous.
Hello, everybody. Wow. 2 weeks off, and it feels like, well, first of all, we have a new slim and even slimmer and trimmer Carlos King, everybody. Okay. You need to tune in and see this. Look at this guy. Holy heck. And he is feeling good, everybody. He is feeling it.
Yes, well, that's why. Listen, my audio raindrops. You gotta subscribe to my YouTube channel at the Carlos King underscore. Because look, Alexis and I chemistry is wonderful. Yes, if you're listening to it. However, when you see it, baby, it's a show in itself. So thank you, Boo.
Yeah, you look hot, babe. You look hot. Any of those single men out there ready to go on a date, you might want to just check out his Instagram. There's two, the Carlos King and the Reality with the King. Just going to give him a plug because he is looking. And Johnny will not be jealous. Okay, he is not the jealous type. So Carlos, I have to guess where I'm going after this, which is why my hair and makeup's so done. You're
Well,
never
you
going to
look
believe it.
amazing.
I'll give you two guesses and then I'm going to tell you because you'll never in a million years guess where I have to go after this, which is why I have a heart out at 10.
Well, are you going to see Shannon?
Hey, can we leave her name out? But no, I
I'm
do look
just
good when I go see
saying.
her.
I'm saying. You say I wouldn't believe it, so I'm trying to think of something that's so like unbelievable. Okay, so I got that wrong. I got that wrong. I got that wrong. Um.
One more chance.
Okay, one more chance. Are you having a ladies' luncheon? Are you going to see some ladies? Um, in Orange County.
I am. I am going to see some Orange County ladies, but it's not what you think. I am going wedding dress shopping with my future daughter-in-law in 52 minutes. Yeah, because I've just heard the wedding. I'm not going to give the date, but the wedding is under a year. We have less than a year to plan my son walking down the aisle. Yeah. I know. Okay, he's speechless. Like, okay, lift up your chin. You're drooling. You're I
Okay, okay,
know.
okay.
But, okay. Yeah.
This
Okay,
is so
everybody.
amazing.
Two weddings in a year. Okay. That's what
Are
the
you
Bolito.
nervous?
I'm not nervous at all. No, I'm not nervous. I feel like they don't understand the timeline of how everything's happening because they're very young and it's their first wedding and they don't plan a lot of parties. So I think that there's a lot of things they don't realize are happening, but or going to need to happen. But it's so cool. I'm so excited. Anyway, we have to get into the Beverly Hills, but I just had to tell you because I knew you would never guess and I knew you were going to have that reaction.
No, I'm so happy for you. Listen, I love love and the fact that your son gets to marry somebody who you love too is I know every mother's dream. So congratulations, my love.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. Speaking of love, we have to get into this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Um, I'm gonna tell you what I love because this may be the only thing I did love in this episode.
Oh, okay.
I love Rachel Zoe's outfit.
The outfit she wore the entire time. I don't know why I'm so intrigued right now because I didn't hate this episode. So I'm gonna I mean it's gonna be good because we're gonna have two different, that's why we do this. We have two different perspectives. I did not hate this episode at all. Okay, so
Oh,
you
go
loved
ahead, girl. Go, 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 go.
no, I just wanted to, you loved her outfit. So then start with everything and why you hated. I just need to hear why you hated it so much.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say hate. I'm gonna say I didn't love it. So I didn't love this episode. This is how I feel, Alexis Jansen. Okay, and I wonder if the audience is going to agree with me or disagree with me. Like you said, going to provide great commentary for you and I. Listen, I said this to you before how Beverly Hills always has like a slow burn and it starts off very slow. So of course I'm not used to it. I feel like nobody is clocking in. And what I mean by that, Alexis, is I feel like when the ladies are together, they're all looking for the shoe to drop. Like, where's the if I say this, is this going to be misinterpreted as that? I do feel like there's nobody activated. There's nobody having honest conversations. It's a lot of it's a lot of people just not being honest. And listen, we're gonna recap the episode and I'll give you my detail by detail account. And listen, this is gonna be great because you're not gonna agree with me, and I love that for us. But as a Beverly Hills viewer, I saw this episode and I said, yeah, there's no stars.
Wow. Okay, so where I do have to agree with you is we might not agree on if we liked or disliked the or didn't like the episode. I don't want to use strong of a word for you, but liked or did not like. Do agree with you that I feel like some of them aren't clocking in. I do feel like everyone tiptoes around, okay, we don't want to be the one that someone goes and like, which is what the Housewives show is about. And they don't want to be the one called out. So they kind of all skirt around and are what flowery? Do you call it flowery? They're just like flowery around everything instead of just taking it head on. I do agree with you on that. But there are just so many other things I liked about the episode. Maybe it's because I do kind of like when episodes don't have a lot of drama. I'm more of the one that kind of likes when you just get to see the fun and the quirkiness and a little bit of antagonizing, but not a ton of hatred and vitriol going out. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But go because I have to hear why you don't like it, yeah, you did not like it.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the specifics. So the episode opens up. You have Sutton Brown, because honey, everyone's dropping their names.
Sutton Brown, I love it. Own
I
it.
like it. I like Sutton Brown. So we have Sutton Brown. She's planning the trip to Sedona, and she's with Jennifer Tilly. And in this episode, I was surprised to learn that Sutton is taking a step back when it comes to drinking alcohol. And one of the reasons for that, Alexis, in case you don't know, is the fact that Sutton's drinking, not even on the show, right? It's a lot of innuendos that people were saying about her that she, would do outside of cameras. Kyle has mentioned Sutton drinks a lot. Crystal, the former housewife, mentioned that, Sutton drinks a lot. People have said that instead of the coffee in the coffee mug is really alcohol. And last season,
Uh,
Dorit made a comment about Sutton's drinking when they were at Dorit. I believe it was Dorit's party, and Dorit made a reference to like, "Oh, you guys, what? You need a drink? You got more drinks in your cup?" So listen, it's been a thing, and I think Sutton is fed up with the innuendos because it's constantly something's being said. And in that moment, Alexis, when she reveals she's taking a step back from drinking, not completely stopping drinking, but taking a step back, that's when I realized what's missing this season so far as we're tapping into episode 4 today. Sutton may have lost Strack, her last name, but she also lost her spark.
oh, Strack lost her spark. Okay, well. Oh gosh. Okay. So I don't like, the part that kind of stinks is I didn't watch a ton of the Beverly Hills before. I might have seen a couple episodes, like I don't know. I don't know even if it's advertisements or what, but so I didn't know the characters really, really well, except from a long time ago when I watched Beverly Hills. So I don't know Sutton a ton. I love how quirky she is and how she's just Sutton. There is no other Sutton on this planet. Like Sutton is Sutton. So I don't know her without, I mean, I didn't know she's lost her spark, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
think Sutton I see and see is still funny to me and quirky enough that it is intriguing to me. But because you saw her before, and maybe it was the alcohol that gave her a little bit more of that oomph that you were liking. I don't know, but I don't see the difference yet. I guess I need more.
yeah. Well, no, and that's the thing. Listen, she still has what she has, but you know what was so fascinating about Sutton was the fact that she started off Beverly Hills as a friend to the show, and Alexis, her first all cast dinner. She's a friend. She came in through Lisa Rinna. She looks at Teddy Mellencamp and tells Teddy, I thought you was gonna be boring. And then, oh gosh, on top of that, you're pregnant. And we were like, who is look at Alexis' face. Yes.
Wait, so Teddy was pregnant when Sutton came on the first episode as a friend of and says to Teddy, I thought you were going to be boring and you're pregnant.
Yes. And then right.
How many years ago was this? This had to be like 8 years ago.
No, like four.
So Teddy's youngest kid is only 3 or 4 or 5. I guess that would be 5 now or 6.
Around that time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. We have a
Yeah.
lot to.
Yes. And listen, this is the same woman, Alexis, last season, she told Dorit, argue with somebody whose wallet matches yours.
I'm sorry. I love that line. I died. I'm like, okay, Sutton. I mean, that's where she kind of got me because they flashed back to that this season. I'm like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Sutton is Sutton. No one can come up with that crap except her. Like that is just good stuff.
It's amazing. And so that's what I mean when I'm saying that like I
She lost the
miss
spark.
that so much.
You feel like she's
I
not pulling
think she
that
lost the
out.
spark. No, because listen, she got railroaded last season because of that comment on social media. A lot of people thought it was gross. I'm somebody who's like, look, I'm not here to judge these women in terms of what's PC or not. If you're making a dig, um, hey, make it, and that's how you feel. So, it was something that I noticed when she mentioned how she's taking a step back from drinking, which by the way, good for her, right? Really, really amazing for her to do that, especially if she felt like it was potentially going to be an issue. Um, so I am proud of her for those reasons. And then, listen, Jennifer Tilly, what did you think about that moment when Jennifer Tilly made the comment that offended Sutton and she got like kind of teed off?
Well, first of all, let me start with anything with Jennifer Tilly, I'm all for. Okay, I could just turn on a TV and just only watch Jennifer all day long, every day, all day. her her vocabulary, the way she describes things, it's just her looks. I am so for it. She needs a full-time role. I'm sorry. And I would give if she had her own show, like if she was, the next Ellen DeGeneres, I would tune in. I would be like, okay, I'm all for that. So, but okay, I did feel like Sutton overreacted. I felt like, okay, but like Sutton tried to explain, she's like, Jennifer only knows me as the silly me, and I was trying to be serious in that moment, and she didn't get that I was trying to be serious. I kind of understand that. When you're talking to a girlfriend and you're like not in a quirky, dorky mode and you're wanting to like say something serious, and someone thinks you're playing around, it's like, no, look, girl, this is a serious matter. That's what Sutton was trying to get across. I feel like Sutton was a little harsh on it, but I thought Jennifer let it roll off and handled it perfectly. Like handled Sutton perfectly with it. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I agree with that. No, no, I totally agree with that. I really do like Jennifer Tilly. I think she brings something quirky and interesting to the show. She has a shitload of money, and she's somebody who, to me, is very comfortable in her skin. That who Jennifer Tilly is exactly how she comes across on television, and that's why she's so likable. I believe her quirkiness. I don't think it's a stunt. I
Yeah.
think that's exactly who she is, and I'm with you. I love her, and I didn't even think about that. I could see Tilly hosting a talk show, and I would watch it.
I would watch it because there you would never know what look she was going to have, what was going to come out of in her mouth next, how she was going to describe that the essence of this room is filled with such light and happiness. Like I don't know. She's just so I just love everything about her. So yeah, let's let's put that into the universe. And if they don't
Yes,
give her a full cast role, okay, then bye. Jennifer Tilly, you should say bye and let's go get you your own show. And Carlos and I will back you. We will start the petitions now. Petition.
yes,
Everybody sign.
yes, 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 yes. No, I agree. I agree. I love Jennifer Tilly, and just as much as I love Rachel Zoe, I can watch Rachel Zoe do any and everything. She fascinates me. I think she's a fascinating person. I love I love just seeing her in her reality when she was in her black car picking up her son and the whole conversation just about how he moisturizes everything.
Love it. Love it. And it's so natural. Like you can tell she's very close with them. Maybe Jennifer and Rachel should get their own TV show together. How cool would that be? That would be a fun spin. Okay. But no, it's so cool how Rachel is with her kids and just is in life. I mean, she's just one of the coolest people you'll ever meet. Like, I mean, I've never met her. Please God, make that happen. But you know.
I know. I want her to dress me. I think she's so fascinating. I just and you could tell she's such a great mom. Like even when she was talking to her other son about the e-bike and how she felt about that, and her son is like, "Mom is gonna be okay." Like I love the dynamic that she has with her boys, and I love the fact that she's like, "Look, I expected to have a daughter who I could play dress up with, but these boys protected me in a time that I needed them the most." And I just thought that was so beautiful.
So beautiful. And it is true because it's like when you have a kid, you can't express to anyone that feeling until you're actually holding your own kid. And it would not matter. You could give them an elephant. I mean, if that elephant popped out of your belly because they've grown in your belly for 9 months, it's like you just love it so much. So it doesn't matter if it's a girl or boy, it makes no difference. And it was so cute when Caius said to Rachel Zoe, he goes, Mom, you just need to like let it go. It's gonna be okay. Or you got to just let it go. And Rachel goes, No, I don't. No, I don't. And then Caius goes, oh, like, and he just I loved it.
Yes.
Those little emotional things like that. And he was not being sarcastic with her. He was just like, oh, there goes mom. You know what I mean? And he wasn't being like a little punk about it. He was just so cute. He's got both our kids have the cutest personalities. I mean, I'm with you. I could watch Rachel's though. I'm sad I never watched any of her shows before now, to be
Oh,
honest.
baby, it was iconic. Alexis, it was iconic.
Yeah, I need to maybe, if they're still out there, maybe I should go try to find them and watch them. I love it. I love watching her.
Yeah, no, she's great. I can watch Rachel all day. And then what happened after that was we saw Dorit and Kyle meet up. So Kyle comes over to Dorit's house. And look, what I feel like is happening is both Kyle and Dorit are trying their best to mend the friendship that they had. And
Mhm.
to me, it's obvious that these two women just aren't feeling each other. And I feel like, which is, listen, which is true when you're on an ensemble show and it's, you can't just film with the same person every day. So I think the producers, rightfully so, are sort of like, hey, you and Colin Dorit, you guys both made up. You're trying to figure things out. Go over her house. They have no chemistry together. Their conversations, Dorit is to me is very defensive. Kyle's like, oh, so what happened? What did you decide to do about the kids going to Florida? Oh, I just sit them. I sit them because I'm not changing anything. And then Kyle's like, okay, well, I don't think you should speak negatively about your ex in public. And Dariq is offended again and was like, you don't know him outside of like what you have been around. And Kyle's like, look, I don't, you can tell Kyle was like, I do not want an argument with you. And even Dorit suggesting that she should speak to Mauricio about PK, which by the way, I agree with. But in that scene, I was like,
That was a setup for letting us know it's happening next season, next scene,
ex-
next episode it's happening. But okay, keep going.
exactly. All right, Raindrops. As you all know, I am a huge fan of Destiny's Child, who are one of the biggest girl groups of all time. So check this out, Atlanta, Georgia. They are bringing the Destiny's Child reimagined tribute to your city. The music that defined a generation will be reimagined under candlelight. All right. So if you love Say My Name, Survivor, Bootylicious, Independent Woman, that's my favorite song, then this night is just for you. Remember, you did not just hear these songs, you live them. Now, experiencing them, okay, in an intimate candlelit concert that brings back every memory. Get your tickets, okay? Live musicians, candlelit atmosphere, nostalgia, emotion, all of those things will be happening in Atlanta on January 16th. Okay. There's two shows happening, one at 6:30 and one at 8:30 p.m. So make sure to go to destinyschild.com to get your tickets. You do not want to miss this, Atlanta. In that scene, it was evident the friendship, the organic friendship that Kyle and Dorit had is done.
Yeah, and I want to ask you this. Have you ever had a friendship where you've been really, really close with someone, like because they were close, right? And then you just go through this one season of the friendship or two, maybe there's a couple that you kind of you just aren't getting each other and you need some space and then you come back together. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
You have? Like you
Yeah.
really okay. Because
Yeah. No, I have. Yeah.
I have also. And it's like sometimes, and this is how I feel where they are at right now. I feel like there's times where if you're trying to force something where all you need is a 6 month space or a year space, and unfortunately they're filming an ensemble show, like you said. But if you need that space from someone and let them kind of go through a little of the thick of it on their own, because Dorit needs to go through some of this thick of it without Kyle, I think. I think Kyle has rubbed Dorit wrong too many times now where maybe, and I'm not saying anyone's to blame. I don't think Kyle had an ill intention or but I think Dorit's a little bit too sensitive, but at the same time, rightly so, she's lost her life. Like she's literally at rock bottom right now for her. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I mean, I've been in those shoes when you're watching your kids struggle and you're not getting along with your ex, you're worried about finances. I've been through all of that. So I can kind of put myself in Dorit's place where you just feel like all you need is a yes person. I've said that before. And Kyle isn't that friend. She's kind of still been pushing some buttons and doing this and that, but only as trying to be a good friend. I think they need a 6 month break away from the show, away from everything. And I think they'd find their way back together. I don't think that their friendship's forever ruined. I feel personally like it's just where Dorit's in a certain spot. Kyle's not the friend that needs to be around her right now. Dorit needs to figure some of this out on her own without Kyle. And then in a couple months, when the dust settles a little bit for Dorit, I think they would find their way back together. I really do. And I don't feel like either of them are the type that hold grudges forever with a friendship like that. I think they both are right now. Maybe Dorit would because she's so sensitive and she's going through so much that her capacity to be a good friend or to understand where other people are coming from is nil. It's gone because of how low she is and her tank needs filled up and she's got to get to a better place. But I think that I see light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, look, I will say this about you because over the break, I thought about you because even when you're saying you see a world where Kyle and Dorit find their way back to each other, you also said weeks ago that you saw a world where Kyle and Mauricio could find their way back
100%.
together.
100%. Still feel that way. And why are you starting? Am I bleeding into you?
Did you see what happened over the holiday break?
No. What? What?
Oh.
Did they hang out? Did they do a family? I don't think they celebrate Christmas, but did they do a family holiday?
Okay, I'm about to tell you what was reported, honey, buddy, pudding pie. Are you ready for this?
Okay. What do I get paid for this? Like somebody needs to pay me for my.
Ah!
I'm not. I'm what is it called? I'm psychic for my psychic powers that I didn't know I
Yes,
had. Okay, what happened? Oh
yes.
my God, I'm dying. Okay, tell me.
Okay, so according to page 6, okay, Kyle and Mauricio were touchy and warm at a New Year's Eve celebration, sparking reconciliation rumors. So allegedly, Alexis, they were spotted being quote unquote warm and touchy throughout New Year's Eve.
Okay, you're welcome, everybody.
So, Alexa, this is what they're saying. They're saying that Colin Mauricio, quote, very obviously together. I mean, they looked very obviously together at Kate Hudson and Kate Hudson's, her husband, New Year's Eve party in Aspen. The source exclusively told Page Six, Alexis, that they had their arms around one another and were very touchy and warm with one another all night.
They went through a midlife crisis together. They both went out and sowed some oats. They were married as babies and had an immediate family together. Started a couple kids on their own too, and then they're back. They went through it and they're getting back together. I mean, what a beautiful. See, that's to me that's still beautiful. Like I don't know, it doesn't taint the story to me just because the mom and dad had a hiccup. You know what I mean? Like, God forbid, like if there was any way in this world, I can't believe I'm going to say this right now, but if there was any way in this world that that could have worked for Jim and I, and my family could be a unit, and I would have my three kids with the person that I birthed these children with, God bless America. That would be the best thing. It's not in my books. It was never going to be in my books. But for them, all I can do is say, I love it. I love love. I love a good love story. And if it's true, Carlos, and it works out, then amen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, look, I think this. I think this. I think anything is possible. They were very young when they got married. They have four beautiful daughters together. Obviously, the oldest is through Kyle's previous relationship, but Kyle views her as his own. She runs his company. So
He adopted her.
yeah, so like, look, girl, anything is possible. But I do want to ask you this, since obviously you are divorced, but you have, married the love of your life. One thing I wanted to talk to you about is when the conversation comes up where everybody's sort of like, look, Dorit, you got to be very careful bashing your estranged husband publicly because it could end well, it not end well for you. When you were divorcing Jim, were you conscious of not bashing him publicly because you had children?
1,000,000%, with or without children. I would have been conscious of that, and I'm still conscious of it. Doesn't matter if something happens behind the scenes, you guys don't know about it. I do agree that Dorit has, and I don't want to judge her right now because I feel my heart breaks for her. I'm being honest with you. I honestly, she gets a hall pass for almost everything right now, just because of how broken she is, and I can see it in her. And maybe it's because I relate to her because I have been there and felt that before. Most of the feelings she's going through in my own way. But absolutely, I agree with the other castmates and most of America that the bashing's not good. I don't think any adult that's leaving a relationship with or without children, especially with children, because it does taint those children and damage those children, even if you don't think it does. Because her kids are going to be able to see this one day. Maybe they're protected from it now, but my kids can see everything that's ever happened in my life from 2014 when I became, in this industry, or what is it, 2008? I forget what year it was, but yeah, 2008 or seven. They can see everything because it doesn't go anywhere. It's there. So I feel for her kids. I feel for Dorit. I do wish that she had one friend that could get through to her to say, put a muzzle on it with that. We know, we get it. We get it that you guys are having a very tumultuous divorce. We get it's not easy, but for the sake of almost even herself, like she just needs to kind of put a muzzle on it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Listen, I think PK has done some very crazy things, right? And obviously, only Dorit knows the man inside of her world and that home that we don't get a chance to see
Right.
often. However, with that being said, I agree with the ladies. When you expose his alleged alcoholism, and you told everybody from the cast members to the valet person to the waiter to the
America.
pilot
America.
to America, the flight attendant. You told everybody, right? If I'm PK and I am watching the show at home and I'm seeing how loose your lips are to that, anybody that has ever gone through an addiction, you have to first come to grips with the acknowledgement that you have one. Who knows where he was at that time in his life? I said this last season, and I'll stand on this. It was wrong for Dorit to reveal PK's alcoholism because that wasn't her place. And I do think it did not help the way PK is responding to her today. I think anybody who is dealing with any form of addiction, when someone else tells your story to millions of viewers, this is the number one housewives of all of them. Everybody watches it from Julia Roberts to me and Alexis. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I understand why PK feels the way he feels about her. I thought that was wrong. So,
Think there's been a lot below the belt. I think that it's not just about the alcoholism. I think that Dorit is just so infuriated. And we don't know, Carlos, you and I don't know what actually has gone on with those two. We don't know just how bad it is. We don't know just, if anything's exaggerated or not exaggerated. We don't really know. All we know is what we see on our TV screen every Thursday night. For an hour, mind you. So I don't even know that it's just the accusation of the alcoholism that bothers me. It's a little bit. It's all the little digs. It's all of the little digs. And PK doesn't have a voice to be there to accept that one podcast that they broke to and showed us a little bit of on with Alex Baskin, the podcast with Alex Baskin that he did. Other than that, PK doesn't really have a voice, and so I just feel like if they both just kind of rise above right now and just knock it all off now, just let the divorce happen. Though it's obviously there's no repairing it. There's none. It's not going to be like a Kyle Mauricio possible story. It's not going to happen like that. So let's just rise above and only speak of the children and only speak of what's going on the show that you're filming, and not bring each other's names up. That's the number. That's what
yeah.
they do, both of them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Moving on to Kathy Hilton's shindig she at the house. Look, we have to get into Amanda.
Well, first of all, Carlos, you and I have been to Kathy Hilton's house how many times? And I never even knew she had that little gazebo area. And I'm like, okay, next Christmas party or party you throw, can we just take a little walk down there? Because that looked like it was a mile away, but I would love to go see where that was. Just to say I sat there. I just want to sit there to say I sat there.
Oh, and listen, when my favorite part is when she said, nobody comes over my house and leaves empty-handed. I'm like, this chick is giving gifts away.
Party you've been to at her house, she gave, because you do not ever get your gift bag.
I got my gift
Every
bag.
every party she gives you a gift bag. Doesn't matter if she's got 10,000 people there or two people there. You get a gift bag, it looks like. I'm like, okay, this is amazing.
I love it. Kathy, me and Alexis would love to come. Alexis,
What? What?
you and I should go to Kathy Hilton's house to interview her for the pod.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's make that happen. How fun would that be? And we get to leave with,
Spencer, make it happen.
she won't let us leave without a gift, Carlos. We get a gift, another one. I'm kidding.
Can I tell you?
Let's do a podcast with her and let's get to walk down to the gazebo. Okay, he said he's on it. Okay, thanks, Spencer.
Okay, Spencer, okay. Can I tell you? Can I tell you what I tell you what I do
We are in
want?
conversations is what's going to happen.
Yes, Lizzie said we have a Lizzie note. Caviar and conversations. Can I tell you what I would love to leave with?
What?
The what they call the coffee.
Oh, her hat. I want to just try it on because it's such the topic of conversation. I want to try on her coffee filter hat.
Yes, I want the coffee filter hat. So, Spencer, make it happen. Okay, stop.
Okay, now go ahead about Amanda. Yes. Okay, we got to get into Amanda.
You go first. You go.
Oh, we said that. Peaky promise you got, or Peaky, we get to do a little wishbone wish. Okay, that was a jinx. Who's gonna go first? Rock, paper, scissors it right now.
Okay, ready.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I covered you. You get to go first.
Ah! All right. Okay. All right. The raindrops know. Okay. This could be unpopular. I don't care. I find Amanda intriguing. I I I'm gonna tell you what I like as a viewer and a producer. I like somebody who walks to the beat of their own drums. I like somebody that isn't a part of the status quo. I listen, I know they say she tries to one up people. And this is Carlos King's opinion. In my experience, when I lived in Los Angeles, everybody one ups each other. That's my experience. Me being around LA, I lived there for like 6 years. That's what people do. It was and especially in in that zip code. That's kind of what they do in that zip code. It's what they do. And I think what the producers had to do was focus on her one-upping people because they're trying to find something that's quirky about her that we get to see stands out. But I don't think it's anything that the other girls don't do. I think that's what she does. I think that's who she is. I find her to be interesting. I want to get to know more of her. I like that she's deadpan in the face, but I think the wheels are turning in her head. And based on what she was having to say about Erica Jane, I think she's somebody that can go toe to toe with someone.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I love everything you said. I just like I told you, we haven't podcast for 2 weeks because we had the break. But last time we did the last episode, I said to you she was kind of starting to rub me a little bit. She did again this episode, but I agree with you when you say she's intriguing. And I do agree with you that I want more. And it's like so that's what's important about one of these television shows. You have to want to see more of that person. You have to you even if you love them or hate them, it doesn't matter if you love them or hate them. The fact that you want them and to see what their next move is or what their next words are going to be out of their mouth is a big deal. And it means that they're good TV, which is what you need to stay on a television show like this, right? So I feel I do feel like the producers are making her one-upness seem really over the top, where the other women probably are doing some of it and they're not showing any of that for the other women because they want to really make Amanda's stand out. That's what I was going to ask you, Mr. Producer. So they're probably muzzling some of what the other, or not, it's on the chopping room floor of what the other women have one upped about. But for Amanda, they're going to show every single one. So now you've got that dichotomy of her being the one that's the biggest, one upper. And now all the women are starting to talk about it. I do agree that she's got something that the other women don't have. The fact that she's 35 or 36 and this, entrepreneurial and wealthy, who cares if the other women don't like what she does? And it seems like it's a whatever they said, multi-level, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, she's being authentic in her career and she's not out robbing banks. So who cares? But so yeah, I'm curious to see more about her. It's not to say that she's not going to irritate me a little bit with some of her things, but holy heck, I was irritating as heck the way they edited me on the show. So it's like, I get it. It's like, okay, she's probably cool as heck in person. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If the fact that I want to see more of her and I'm like you, I'm kind of like her wheels are always turning. She's very bright. She's very bright. And yeah, bring more.
Yeah, I know. I do agree with you. Now, look, one thing about her that I don't like is the LV monogram logos on her outfits is so
Have I have I missed
gross.
some of I thought this was the only one that she wore a bunch of LVs. Does she wear a lot of LV all the
No, no,
time?
no, no, no. I only caught it in this episode,
I
but
was gonna say, did I miss them? Because they did comment on that, but I'm like, I don't remember her wearing a ton of LVs. But you can't wear, I mean, one rule of thumb is you don't wear Hermes, 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 Hermes. You just don't. You can't wear Louis. Okay. It's like you gotta I don't know. So maybe that is a little bit annoying, but hey, it got us talking, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what's so funny? I love that Rachel Zoe commented on it because that's why we want Rachel Zoe on the show is to comment on how the girls look. And what was funny is even when it was revealed that Rachel Zoe did not pack
Luggage, yeah.
luggage and she had everything
Luggage.
shipped. and she came out at the end of the night, but they're about to have dinner, and she's like, "I haven't what I wore all day," and I'm like, "And you still dress better than all of them, even with that."
And notice one thing, Carlos, I wanted to tell you one thing. You will never, I guarantee you, and this, I'm saying this, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but you will never, over my dead body, see Rachel Zoe in any label. I guarantee you will not see her in an Hermes. You will not see her in an LV. You will not see her in a Gucci. You will not see her in a Balenciaga. It's like she wears things that we don't even know who the designer is and where the hell they came from, and they're probably four times the cost of any Hermes. I mean, it's like she just does it. It's like so rad. And you're right. She could pull that. She could have worn that outfit, washed it in the sink. I mean, it's probably not washable, but if she could, she would have wrung it out in the sink and put it on in a different way. Used one as a scarf and one as a something around her leg, and she would have walked out looking hot as heck. You know what I mean? Like her black outfit that she had. I mean, she could have worn it the whole 3 days.
No, I loved it with the chunky necklaces.
Yeah,
She is.
I know. What do we have to do to get her to style you and I, and just see what she would do with us? Because
That'll be a
I'm
fun
just so,
segment.
I'm so just ordinary. Like, I would love to see what she would throw me in, and I'd be like, I'm putting that on, and then I'll put it on and be like, ooh, I like it.
I have another pitch for us, Alexis.
Hey, Spencer, make notes.
Okay, so after you and I have caviar conversations with Kathy Hilton at her gazebo, we will then go to Rachel Zoe studio, and then we'll interview her while she's dressing you.
Why me? I want her to dress you too. This is a
No. Hear me out. I want her to dress you as Rachel Zoe.
well, I would love that, but I'm sure that I'm gonna be scared of some of this stuff because it's just so out of my I want to try it, but why can't she dress you too and be like, okay, Carlos, we got to change this about you and add this and add,
Oh,
and
change everything you want with me. I don't give a shit. But
I'm gonna change
listen,
it too. Cut my hair off if you want. I don't care, Rachel. What do you want me to do?
no, listen, you two are both beautiful blondes. I want to see you with that oversized look, the chunky necklaces, the black blocking glasses, holding a Starbucks coffee.
Okay. All right. Well, I got that at least. I got
Ah,
this. I got this part of it,
yes,
Carlos. What?
Spencer, make it happen.
Okay, he said yes. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay,
Carlos,
good,
we
good, 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 good.
next month of we got a busy month coming now.
Oh no, we're gonna make it happen. 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 So we're in. So Spencer's making it work.
Okay.
So raindrops. We are going to make this happen, and trust me, it's gonna be good. So the girls go to Sedona. Dorit is 90 minutes late, which I don't care if it's 45 minutes away or 15. I would have left her. I think that's incredibly rude. Sorry.
When she did, but did you watch the Peacock version? Because I watched the Bravo version, but then I watched the Peacock version. Did you hear why? Did you hear why she was an hour and a half? Because Bravo didn't say it, but do you know why she was an hour and a half late?
No. I watched Bravo. She said she was dealing with something with her children.
Oh,
No.
okay, okay, then I missed it because I had a bunch of kids here last night. I had to
Okay.
watch it because I had a bunch of family here last night, so I was kind of getting pieces of it. I didn't think they said
Okay.
that. Yeah, she was an hour and a half late because she was dealing with flight and travel issues with her kids in Florida and her mom. I'm sorry, my kids and my come before me going on a girls trip, so I got the part of that with Dorit. What Dorit should have done is text everyone and say, "Go ahead and go. I'll take another flight and I'll meet you, but it's commercial. I'll have to ride with the regular people, but go ahead and go. Or you guys can choose to wait. What do you want to do?" I think it was the communication part of it that Dorit dropped the ball on, unless they just didn't air that. Maybe she did communicate with the other women, but honestly, Carlos, if you're a mom and my kids are in Florida and they're trying to get home, and then I'm this loser of a mom on a private jet going to be with my girlfriends and they need me because they need to have logistics and things done, forget that. No, I'm sorry. I'm staying with my kids. I'm going to figure out and get my kids back to my home, and then I'll be with my girls. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
kind of saw both sides unless there's something that we didn't see that they cut out, but my kids are going to come before me ever taking a trip on a private
Yeah.
jet anywhere. I don't care. I'm getting my kids home.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was my 2 cents about that. But I would have left too. I probably would have left too if there was no communication. I'd be like, sorry, we are on an agenda. We'll talk to her later.
That's it.
I don't
90
know.
minutes is
Do you think,
incredibly.
as a producer, do you think they just cut that out and that Dorit did possibly text everybody?
Listen, anything is possible, but because I've been watching the show since day one, Dorit is known for always being late. It's her thing. So
Ugh,
I
that's
know,
kind of
like,
annoying. Oh,
yeah. So
honest.
it's Dorit. They had a party last Alexis. They had a party last season at Dorit's house. They're at Dorit's house.
Okay.
She was late coming down the stairs at her own party. This is
How late?
I wanted an hour, and she's
How late?
upstairs. An hour.
Just down there hanging out and having cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, and she's
Yes,
nowhere around.
it's who she is. That's who she is.
Oh,
That's who she is. So
okay.
that's the read in a nutshell.
Well, I
Now,
get it.
one thing that I really did enjoy in this episode was Sutton's honesty. I, when the girls at the table, Sutton reveals that she felt very insecure around these ladies. She felt insecure with them because of, how she looks,
Mhm.
not being pretty enough or
Mhm.
cool enough. And that's the sort of conversations that I love hearing about because that is real. It's something that I called out um, years ago that, and even last year, Alexis, I always said that Sutton wants to be around the cool girls. I literally said that, ask the raindrops. I've said it almost every episode. So when she admitted that I didn't think I was cool enough, I'm like, well, at least we're owning how she felt. And I will give Sutton her tens when it comes to that. I thought that was beautiful to witness.
I did too. And I love when women get vulnerable or men. I love it, but this is a women, mostly women's show. I love watching the women really be that authentic and vulnerable because it is not easy to admit some of those things. Especially when it's on a national television show. But this is why I do like Sutton, and I say there's only one Sutton, is because as hard as she can be, and as she's a crackerjack. She just cracks on people, and says things that sometimes you're like, okay, well, I was like out of left field, but I love it because, and then to see, I feel like this year has brought Sutton, and maybe taking her own name back has brought her a little bit more into reality and full circle with herself. Maybe something about taking her last name back, her birth name is like it made her, a little bit more like come to reality. I don't know. I just like
Hmm.
her. I like her.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
And I
listen,
thought this
I
episode, not just not that you didn't like this episode, Carlos. You have literally talked about so many things, and it sounds like you enjoyed it. So
did Alexis Jansen change my mind? Maybe realize that maybe I liked it after all.
just hang around me. I'll turn your negativity into positivity, honey. Wrap around 1 second.
Well, you're doing a good job at it, and the episode did end with this revelation that Erica Jane
Woo,
has
woo, woo.
a new man, and the fact that she approached him.
Wasn't that interesting when you saw how awkward she was at the dating, the first the episode where they had the dating, speed dating, and she was like running away from people and like ooh, acting all weird, and then she approached this guy, and now they're holding hands. I mean, you can't write this stuff. It's so good.
No, she has on no makeup. He's wearing Crocs. And then his name is John McPhee. He is like an older gentleman. He's very handsome. He has a silver beard, bald. And it's interesting because when you look at how Tom Girardi looked when they first met, not that they look alike, but you could tell that she really does like an older presenting gentleman.
She
with
does.
silver hair. And I thought it was so on brand for her.
I love it. I mean, I think she said in one of the episodes she was talking to Bose, and I think she said that she was knocking socks with a guy and younger than her in bed or something like that a couple episodes ago. But now she's, when she's got the paparazzi on her, she's with an older gentleman, and it does seem that she likes, I mean, look at me. I've married two men now that are 14 years older than me. I don't know why, but I just went back to my 14-year-old older husband, I guess, you know what I mean? But so she does like the older men, and there's nothing wrong with that. They are more sophisticated and more like they've got like they're just more settled and they're mature. I don't know, Carlos. I'm not saying you're not mature. Sorry, because I know you're a
Oh,
youngin',
oh
but
no. Oh no. Please, please. I'm
I'm
all
just
ears. I'm with you.
she does like the older gentlemen, and I think they're cute together. I mean, I don't know much about him other than they did say he's a Delta, Special Forces Delta, but that's kind of cool that he has that under his belt. So we'll see. I'm excited for Erica. She deserves to have a little bit of some good come around right now. She's a good person. I
Absolutely.
like Erica.
I love Erica. I got a
She
chance
was
to meet
dealt a very
her. Yes, no, she was dealt a very bad hand. And look, I got a chance to meet her. And when I say to you, she is lovely. She's very lovely. I like her a great deal. And I'm with you that I'm so happy that she has found love. So look, I would like to see what that looks like on camera. That remains to be seen, but I am happy she found somebody. And look, we'll see what happens because in next week's episode, Alexis, Sutton Spark may come back because the girls are asking her about her former assistant. And whatever happened, Sutton does not want to talk about it.
well, as some things might need to remain off of, national television. Just because you're on a reality show, I do believe women and men filming these TV shows can still have some things that aren't necessarily need to be brought to light. I mean, you can keep some, I mean, I would hope that I mean, I don't know. It's such a hard world to be in because it's like you do have to share your life, but at the same time, who knows what happened? But now it's been brought up, Carlos, so it's going to be hard. And producers have a way, as you know, of finding out things that some castmates don't want to be found out. They have their ways. And so
Hmm.
I have a feeling we might get to find out what happened between Avi and Sutton, but she was very pursed-lipped.
Yes. Yeah. So we will tap into that next week. Alexis, have fun dress shopping with your soon to be daughter-in-law.
Now I'm going to have 7 kids. Oof. And it's just going to grow. When you have 6 kids and they all get their significant other, we're going to have 12, John and I. Can you imagine that
Uh,
mantle? My stocking mantle? What happens when I have to build a third? I'm going to have 3 mantles. My mantles are just going to have to go around my entire downstairs because by the time we have grandbabies, it's going to be like 30 stockings. Yeah.
But it'll be so much fun. I'm really happy for you. Have fun and raindrops. Alexis and I will be back next week to
Next week,
recap another episode of Beverly Hills. Have a great shopping, my love, and
you,
I'll
my
see
love.
you next
Okay.
week.
Bye.
Bye bye.